we're so proud to have you here. So I will start with the question about the diary and about the visualization of the words from the diary. How did it start? Did you know what will you shoot on based on the text, or it was different, or the approach was different?
Well, so when we found the diary, or rather when Agne found the diary, by then we didn't have an idea to make a film or anything like that. But previously we'd been traveling around Lithuania and were quite attracted to the landscape and such. So the two came together, and when we actually decided to make the film, we deliberately didn't want to show, in the diary there's a horse mentioned, so we'll show a horse or something like that. We wanted it to be more kind of loosely associative, which I think maybe makes for a more interesting viewing experience, and maybe allows the viewer also to drift off more in their own thoughts, rather than just be firmly settled in what's shown. Yeah, that's pretty much all there is to that.
And those locations that are written in the diary, they are all reproduced on the screen, or?
Well, a lot of the film was shot around the places that I mentioned, but a lot of it also was just shot generally around Lithuania. So we didn't want to, because it's actually a very small area that he kind of talks about in the film, and we didn't want to restrict ourselves to that and just kind of broaden the scope of the diary to the entire country, and by extension, to the entire Baltic area and rather rural areas globally, really.
And then there's also a lot of repetitiveness in the diary itself, and in some of the leitmotifs in the film, like the windmills or the animals, or even the contrast between man-made structures and nature. And it kind of makes a full circle in visual and also in the text. So, can you make a comment about it?
First of all, thank you for staying and coming to the film. And so I will comment on the first part on maybe repetitiveness, and maybe Alex can collaborate. So I think repetitiveness in the film sort of, I don't know, in my opinion, describes many of people's lives in general. I don't know, in the film, probably some people get a sense that, I don't know, you wait for something to happen, something significant to happen, and in the person's life, in the diary, and many people, they live that sort of life where nothing really significant happens, and I don't know, I think we feel loads of pressure from outside for something significant to happen in our lives, but to be honest, in many people's lives, nothing significant happens, but sort of we, I don't know, need to learn to love that sort of monotonous life, and it's okay.
Yeah, but still it has its own individuality of the character, even if it's even if you're talking about the man out of one, but it's still we can feel his life at that time.
Yeah. So I'm really glad that you felt it, and I think other people did, and maybe Alex can also collaborate. I don't know on the.
Moving on to what?
Well, with repetitiveness and the shorts and man-made structures in it.
I think you said everything.